of our forebearers,
Akintola,
we have not
Michael
strayed
Opara,
too
Aminu
far from
Kano,
them.
Fumilayo Ransom
65
Kuti,
years since our
and other
independence,
nationalists
we have
believe
made tremendous progress in economic growth, social cohesion, and physical development. Our economy has experienced significant growth since 1960. Although it is much easier for those whose vocation is to focus solely on what ought to be, we must recognize and celebrate our significant progress. Nigeria today have access to better education and healthcare than in 1960. At independence, Nigeria had 120 secondary schools with a student population of about 130,000. Available data indicate that as of year 2024, there were more than 23,000 secondary schools in our country. At independence, we had only the University of Ibadan and Yaba College of Technology as the two tertiary institutions in Nigeria. By the end of last year, there were 274 universities, 183 polytechnics, and 236 colleges of education in Nigeria, comprising federal, state, and private institutions. We have experienced a significant surge in growth across every sector of our national life since independence. In healthcare, infrastructure, financial services, manufacturing, telecommunications, information, technology, aviation and defense, among others. Our country has experienced both the good and the bad times in its 65 years of nationhood. As it's normal for every nation and it is people. We fought a bitter and avoidable civil war, experienced military dictatorships, and lived through major political crises. In all this, we weathered every storm and overcame every challenge with courage, grit, and uncommon determination. While our system and ties that bind us are sometimes stretched by insidious forces opposed to our values and ways of life, we continue to strive to build a more perfect union where every Nigeria can find better accommodation and find purpose and fulfillment. Fellow compatriots, this is the third time I will address you on our independence anniversary since I assumed office as your president on May 29, 2023. In the last 28 months of my administration, like our founding fathers and leaders who came before me, I have committed myself irrevocably to the unfinished nation-building business. Upon assuming office, our administration inherited a near-collapse economy caused by decades of fiscal policy distortions and misalignment that had impaired real growth. As a new administration, we face a simple choice: continue business as usual and watch our nation drift, or embark on a courageous fundamental reform path. We chose the path of reform. We chose the path of tomorrow over the comfort of today. Less than 3 years later, the seeds of those difficult but necessary decisions are bearing fruits. In resetting our country for sustainable growth, we ended the corrupt fuel subsidy and multiple foreign exchange rates that created massive incentive for a rentier economy, benefiting only a tiny minority. At the same time, the masses received little or nothing from our commonwealth. Our administration has redirected the economy towards a more inclusive path, channeling money to fund education, healthcare, national security, agriculture, and political economic infrastructure, such as roads, power, broadband, and social investment programs. These initiatives will generally improve Nigerians' quality of life as a result of the tough decisions we made. The federal and state government, including local government, now have more money to take care of the people at the lower level of the ladder to address our development challenges. Fellow Nigerians, we are racing against time. We must build the road we need, repair the ones that have become descriptive, and construct the schools our children will attend and the hospitals that will care for our people. We have to plan for the generations that will come after us. We do not have enough electricity to power our industries and homes today, or the resources to repair our deteriorating roads, building seaports, railroads, and international airports comparable to the best in the world, because we failed to make the necessary investment decades ago. Our administration is setting things right now. I'm pleased to report that we have finally turned the corner. The worst is over, I say. Yesterday's pains are giving way to relief. I salute your endurance, support, and understanding. I will continue to work for you and justify the confidence you repose in me to steer the ship of our nation to a safer harbor. Under our leadership, our economy is recovering fast, and the reforms we started over 2 years ago are delivering tangible results. The second quarter 2025 gross domestic product grew by 4.23%. That's Nigeria's fastest pace in 4 years, and outpaced the 3.4% projected by the International Monetary Fund. Inflation declined to 20.12% in August 2025, the lowest level in 3 years. The administration is working diligently to boost agricultural production and ensure food security to reducing food costs. In the last 2 years of our administration, we've achieved 12 remarkable economic milestones as a result of the implementation of our sound fiscal and monetary policies. We have attained a record-breaking increase in non-oil revenue, achieving 2025 target by August with over 20 trillion naira. In September 2025 alone, we raised 3.65 trillion. That is 411% higher than the amount raised in May year 2023. We have restored physical health. Our debt service to revenue ratio has been significantly reduced from 97% to below 50%. We have paid down the infamous ways and means advances that threaten our economic stability and triggered inflation. Following the removal of the corrupt petroleum subsidy, we have freed up trillions of naira for targeted investment in the real economy and social programs for the most vulnerable, as well as all tiers of government. We have a stronger foreign reserve position today than 3 years ago. Our external reserves increased to 42.03 billion this September, the highest since 2019. Our tax to GDP ratio has risen to 13.5% from less than 10%. The ratio is expected to increase further when new tax law takes effect in January. The tax law is not about increasing the burden on existing taxpayers, but about expanding the base to build the Nigeria we deserve and providing tax relief to low-income earners. We are now a net exporter. Nigeria has recorded a trade surplus for 5 consecutive quarters. We are now selling more to the world than we are buying, a fundamental shift that strengthens our currency and creates jobs at home. Nigeria's trade surplus increased by 44.3% in the second quarter of year 2025 to 7.46 trillion. That is $4.74 billion, the largest in about 3 years. Goods manufactured in Nigeria and exported jumped by 173%. Non-oil export as a component of our export trade now represents 48% compared to oil exports, which account for 52%. This signals that we are diversifying our economy and foreign exchange sources outside oil and gas. Our oil production rebounded to 1.68 million barrels per day from barely 1 million in May 2023. The increase occurred due to improved security, new investments, and better stakeholder management in Niger Delta. Furthermore, the country has made notable advances by refining PMS domestically for the first time in 4 decades. It has also established itself as the continent's leading exporter of aviation fuel. The Naira has stabilized from the turbulence and volatility witnessed in 2023 and 2024. The gap between the official rate and the unofficial market has reduced substantially following FX reforms and fresh capital and remittance inflows. The multiple exchange rates, which fostered corruption and arbitrage, are now part of history. Additionally, our currency rate against the dollar is no longer determined by the fluctuation in crude oil prices. Under the Social Investment Program, to support poor households and vulnerable Nigerians, 330 billion has been disbursed to 8 million households, many of whom have received either one or two out of 3 tranches of the 25,000 naira each. Coal mining recovered dramatically from a 22% decline in Q1 to 57.5% growth in second quarter of 2025, becoming one of the Nigeria's fastest growing sectors. The solid mineral sector is now pivotal in our economy, encouraging value-added production of minerals extracted from our soil. The administration is expanding transport infrastructure across the country, covering rail, road, airports, seaports. Rail and water transport grew by over 40% and 27% respectively. The 284-kilometer Kano-Katsina-Maradi standard gauge rail project and the Kaduna-Kano rail line are nearing completion. Work is progressing well on legacy Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway. The Federal Executive Council recently approved $3 billion to complete the Eastern Railway project. The world is taking notice of our efforts. Sovereign credit rating agencies have upgraded our outlook for Nigeria, recognizing our improved economic fundamentals. Our stock market is experiencing an unprecedented boom, rising from all-share index of 55,000 points in May 2003 to 142,000 points as of September 26, 2025. At its last MPC meeting, the central bank slashed interest rate for the first time in 5 years, expressing confidence in our country's macroeconomic stability. On security, we are working diligently to enhance national security, ensuring our economic experiences improved growth and performance. The officers and men of our armed forces and other security agencies are working tirelessly and making significant sacrifices to keep us safe. They are winning the war against terrorism, banditry, and other violent crimes. We see their victories in their blood and sweat to stamp out Boko Haram terror in the northeast, IPOB ESN terror in southeast, and banditry and kidnapping. We must continue to celebrate their gallantry and salute their courage on behalf of a grateful nation. Peace has returned to 100 of our liberated communities in the northwest and northeast, and thousands of our people have returned safely to their homes. I have a message for you, you young people. You are the future and the greatest asset of this blessed country. You must continue to dream big, innovate, and conquer more territories in your various fields of science, technology, sport, and art and creative sector. Our administration, through policies and funding, will continue to give you wings to fly sky high. We created NEL Fund to support students with loans for their educational pursuits. Approximately 510,000 students across 32 states of the Federation, including FCT, have benefited from this initiative, covering 228 higher institutions. As of September 10, the total loan disbursed was 99.5 billion, while the upkeep allowance stood as 44.7 billion. Credit Corp, another initiative of our administration, has granted over 153,000 Nigerians 30 billion affordable loans for vehicles, solar energy, home upgrades, digital devices, and more. Youth credit, which I promised last June, is a reality, with tens of thousands of NYSC members now active beneficiaries of consumer credit for resettlement. Under our Renew Hope agenda, we promise to build a Nigeria where every young person, regardless of background, has an equitable opportunity to access a better future. Thus, the investment in digital and creative enterprise, IDICE program, the Bank of Industry, is driving the program in collaboration with the African Development Bank, the French Development Agency, and the Islamic Development Bank. This initiative is at the cusp of implementation. Our last 2 years, we have collaborated with our partners to launch the program, supporting our young builders and dreamers in the technology and creative sector. This is a message of hope, fellow Nigerians. I have always candidly acknowledged that this reform have come with some temporary pains. The biting effects of inflation and the rising cost of living remains a significant concern to our government. However, the alternative of allowing our country to descend into economic chaos or bankruptcy was not an option. Our macroeconomic progress has proven that our sacrifices have not been in vain. Together, we are laying a new foundation cast in concrete, not on quicksand. The accurate measure of our success will not be limited to economic statistics alone, but rather in the food on our family tables, the quality of education our children receive, the electricity in our homes, and the security in our communities. Let me assure you of administration's determination to ensure that the resources we have saved and the stability we have built are channeled into these critical areas. Today, the governors at the state level and the local government's autonomy are yielding more development right in our face. Therefore, on this 65th anniversary of our independence, my message is hope and a call to action. The federal government will continue to do its part to fix the plumbing in our economy. Now, we must all turn on the taps of productivity, innovation, and enterprise just like the Ministry of Interior has done with our travel passports by quickening the processing. In this regard, I urge the subnational entities to join us in nation building. Let us be a nation of producers, not just consumers. Let us farm our land and build factories to process our produce. Let us patronize made in Nigeria. I say Nigeria first. All the goods, let us pay our taxes as well. Finally, let all hands be on deck. Let us believe once more in the boundless potential of our great nation. With Almighty God on our side, I can assure you that the dawn of a new, prosperous, self-reliant is here in Nigeria. Happy 65th Independence Anniversary. And may God continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Amen.
Your voice, my voice. Our voices must be heard.
Problem here, Martin, as far as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because
the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more. Tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now you have a voice. Speak up.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Yes, this is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. That was a presidential broadcast. All right, quickly we join Rufai Yosini to help us look at what the president just said. Some of these issues he mentioned. All right, let's join Rufai Yosini quickly.
So this is my quick analysis of President Tinubu Independence Day speech. I think the president just used the speech to be able to show that he has done a lot. He recounted some of the wins he had. He talked about Nelfund. He talked about the fact that he's doing a lot for the young people. He talked about the 4.2% economic growth. He talked about the fact that the nation is turning a corner, that the credit agencies are looking at them well and all of that. See, President Tinubu, one thing you didn't talk about in your speech is the hunger the people are facing. The massive insecurity. I think Somto's death is a reminder of the massive insecurity. You are not also talking about the corruption. Till today, we've not heard about the humanitarian ministry, what was done as regards that. You're not also talking about the pain a lot of people are facing, the insecurity. Look at Kwara. You say you are working on insecurity. Where is the work? Yes, you arrested some bandits and everything, but there's still more left undone. Our university system is in a deplorable state. As you're talking about the fact that you've put Nelfund up, have you dealt with the issue ASU is talking about? As we speak, ASU has given another 14 weeks ultimatum. We are talking about economic growth. We are net exporters. We are earning more revenue. But you're not also talking about the fact that we are borrowing immensely at this point in time. Our borrowing has skyrocketed. From 2015, our debt was over 10 billion. Today is about 97 going to over 100 billion. You say we are making revenue, but are we seeing the revenue? No. It's still a lot of borrowing here and there, borrowing without justification. You have not talked about the fact that you promised the electricity company that you are going to give them a bond to be able to clear the electricity debt, but we have not seen anything as regards that. In fact, the DMO is saying that you can't borrow more, that we finished our borrowing quota for the year. We didn't hear anything expansive on agriculture because we need food production and logistics. You say you are doing roads over 200,000 square kilometers of roads in this country is in deplorable phase. We are starting the coastal road and all of that. We didn't talk about the damage on the people's property that we have also seen. They are saying we are a net exporter today, but you do also talk about the fact that after Dangote build a refinery, to get crude is a problem, that Dangote also have to import crude. You didn't talk about the fact that because we can't service our local refineries crude, people like Dangote are now importing heavily, and that is also making us fritter away our forex and import bills. So there are many things that are left undone. So you just coming to say one side of the story here, we are turning the corner, we are fixing this, we are becoming net exporter, we are making more revenue, and you're not talking about the fact that we are borrowing and all of that, that the economy is in dire straits. I think it's just a one-sided appeal to the matter. For over 60 years, we have not been able to achieve what it means to be able to do well as a nation. Where are the investments in the road infrastructure? Where are the investments in the security architecture? What is even the state of our Nigerian universities? If you are celebrating glory, what's the state of our hospitals? Our hospitals are in deplorable. So medical tourism is still deplorable. The president himself goes out too for medical tourism. So these are the problems on ground. People can barely feed. We are not talking about the attendant inflation. Yesterday I was talking about housing. Do you know that house that used to cost about 200 or 100,000 for one bedroom flat in around that Limosh, or one bedroom self-contained, is over 600,000, 500,000-600,000 as we speak. In a country people are earning minimum wage. The national median for two bedroom flats, the average for two bedroom flats in the country is now 2.5 million. In some areas in Port Harcourt you are getting close to 4 million. In some areas in Kano you are getting close to 3.5 to 4 million. Housing. There's still a huge housing deficit in Nigeria. So these are the many things that are there, and we should look at them.
It's shocking, the state of insecurity in the country. But you know, the most shocking part is that despite the insecurity in the country, people like Dembayo and Onuga are so focused on Goodluck Jonathan. And maybe they are jittery about Goodluck Jonathan, a man that has not even openly come and declared that he's in the race to run for the presidency. Now they are attacking him. And they are saying all sorts. And you wonder, Bayo Onuga has not issued one statement about what is happening in Kwara. And that's why, as we celebrate our 65th independence anniversary, I'm wondering, are we really on the track to getting a Nigeria that is better and equitable for everybody? A country where a presidential spokesperson is not really concerned about the fact that people are fleeing their homes in Kwara. He's busy saying they are better than Jonathan, and busy distorting the facts. So the question is, when the APC came in 2015, they said they were the solution to the problem of insecurity. Has insecurity not increased? The people of Kwara are fleeing their community. At least as 2015, it's not that the insecurity was rampant, that people of Kwara are fleeing their communities. Today, people of Kwara are fleeing their communities due to activities of bandits. The presidency has not even written a statement as regards it. There's massive insecurity everywhere. Look at the case of Somto. She was killed. Over 15 armed robbers found their way into Katankwe. Katankwe is supposed to be an eyebrow area. Just about a minute or two from Maitama or thereabout. That's what we hear. I'm not correct about the time, but it's close to Maitama. This lady, we are now hearing that maybe they threw her down or we don't know what happened. But from 4 floors, she landed face down. 15 armed robbers got into a place. No police to their rescue. And it's not only about Somto because she works on Arise TV. This has been the trend in the Abuja environs. Massive level of insecurity, robbery, killings. There are many estates. The reason why Somto's case is getting a lot of agency is because she works in media. There are many that get killed like that. The security man at the gate, Barnabas, we hear, was shot and murdered in cold blood. So that's the kind of society we live. So it's a very sad one, the kind of society we live in. But then President Tinubu's government have not fixed that insecurity. Yes, they say they arrest some terrorists. Yes, the DSS paraded some terrorists they arrested, they charged them to court. But unless we are collectively safe, we are not safe in this country. We are still hearing these nefarious activities here and there. But Mr. Bayon Onuga is more concerned about abusing Jonathan. His administration did not do well. They left only 36 billion. When he came into power, there was 66 billion in reserve. He left 36 billion. But can his debt be compared to yours? You have, this administration have collected over 90 billion, going to 100 billion in debt. When Jonathan left power, debt was less than $20 billion.
That's true.
The same APC government that has tripled debts. Today, to get foreign investors into Nigeria was a problem. Under Goodluck Jonathan, foreign investor was not a big problem. Out of the chart in Africa, Nigeria was about 4th, 5th, thereabout as regards foreign investors. Do you want to compare the Naira? The Naira was about 2 something, worst case, 100 and something, 200. Today is over 1,004. After even the devaluation. And after the fact that we are still going ahead to even subsidize the Naira, because we are still paying subsidies on the Naira. Don't let them deceive you. The first half of the year alone, what we paid was about 4.7 trillion to defend the Naira. It's just that you don't pay as much subsidies as you used to pay before. But there's still currency subsidies. So when they tell you that they remove subsidy in the currencies, it's not true. The CBN still intervenes in the markets. On a weekly basis, they still sell currency into the market of some form of subsidy.
Okay.
We talk about cost of food. Bag of rice under Jonathan, we know it. We know how much is bag of rice today. Tens of thousands. Every Nigerian, why are they knows that the economy and the state of play was a lot better then? You complain, okay, there was corruption under Jonathan. You complain about this. Till today, have we heard what happened to Betta Edu? So the government is busy castigating. You see, we'll keep talking our truth. Anyway, the Abuja authority, the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Abuja has said that forensic investigation must be done as regards the state of play of what happened. And we are still waiting for the police investigation. As political leaders from every part of the world, in fact, former African Development Bank President Adesina, everybody has been sending messages to condole on the death of Somi, which is just a reflection of the state of play of insecurity in the country. So as we celebrate independence 65 years today, are we not going around in circles? Is the economy every better? Shouldn't we have achieved more in 65 years? Pengasin and TUC are fighting Dangote that uses his own money to build the refinery. Yes, see, I understand the concern a lot of people to also ask about Dangote, where they say, I hope it will not lead to a monopoly. And let me tell you, in a case where we see monopolistic activities, I will be the first to condemn Dangote. But at the same time, people, because of their own selfish benefit, cannot be seen to destroy a man that built with his money a refinery And we should all sit down there and be looking, because people want to collect their own dues. It's a very sad one. And based on the death of Somto, Labour Party has urged federal government to declare a state of emergency on security. But even if they declare a state of emergency on security, nothing really gets done in the end, because it's a sad one. President Tinubu has also condemned the deaths of Arise News anchor Somto. Very sad one. Nigeria rent crisis deepens. This is a big story. You see, the economy has gone so bad now that rent has increased. Few years ago, areas that they used to charge over 250,000, the price has gone up. Now the benchmark rent over the country is about over 2.5 million for 2-bedroom flats. In areas around Maraba, Kubwa, flats range between 2-bedroom flats with 1.5 to 2.5. We will say to Jahi, it costs up to 3 million. In Meitama, Sokoro, 2-bedroom flats can cost up to 10 million. In areas like Katankwe can cost up to 5-10 million, and that's where Somto was killed. Eyebrow area. We hear somebody was saying in 2022, 2-bedroom flats cost between 300 and 500. Today, it averages 800 to 1.5 million. Landlords in Ibadan are now introducing service charge, something that was not heard of before. Around OPIC, 2-bedroom flats cost between 2 million and 2.5 million annually. All right? Enugu also mirrors the nationwide patterns of disparity. In Emene and Abakpa, flats go between 800,000 to 4 million. While prime areas like New Haven, independent layouts, 2.5 million and above for Enugu. Lagos stands as most expensive and unpredictable rental markets. Spread is dramatic. Ikorodu, 1.5 to 2 million. K2 Alakpere, 2.5 million upwards for flats. Bagada and Shomolu, 2.5 million to 3.4 million. Ikeja, 4.5 million to 6 million for 2-bedroom flats. Magodo, 4 million. Ikoyi, Victoria Island, 8 million to 20 million. How do you want people to survive? In a country where minimum wage is 70,000.
Wow.
Are you hearing how much they are renting flats? In Uyo,
You're serious?
Rents of 650,000 to 5 million. In Benin City, agent David Asobo says, and the trend still goes on. In Kano, an agent explained that Nasarawa GRA is from 5 million and above. Zone Road, Otoro, 2 million, 5 million. Badawa, Sabangari, 800,000 to 1.5 million. Uyo, 250,000 for poorly serviced inner neighborhood, up to 2.5 million for well serviced areas in Calabar. Port Harcourt, 2-bedroom flats, Pitakwa, 600,000 and 4 million depending on the location. GRA stands at top with apartments rarely below 3.5 million in Port Harcourt. The city's average is 2.5 million. That's the national median for flats. So the national average now for flats in Nigeria, 2-bedroom flats, is 2.5 million annually. When you check the cost before, the cost was less than 500,000 before the devaluation happened. So Nigeria at 65, where are we going? A country of 70,000 minimum wage, the average cost of 2-bedroom flats is 2.5 million. And that's why when you look at this new tax law, and they say people that are earning less than 800 and 200, maybe 1 million total, and they are paying 200,000 in rent in a year. How many people are paying 200,000 in rent in a year? So that's the cost of the pain that is happening in Nigeria. May Nigeria not happen to us, just like it happened to Somto. So President Tinubu will be commissioning the new National Theatre that is now named after Professor Wole Soyinka's Center for Culture. Also, there will be a lot of events happening. You know, the Kuramo book event will, where the Kuramo Publishers will be having their book event. They have key speakers coming, the son of Professor Ngogi Wationgo, and the likes. And, a lot is happening around the country. And the plights of the people in Kwara is still topmost and priority in our hearts.
Thank you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Quickly, I want to have a brief conversation with a former commissioner of police. Of course, CP Chuks in Wong. Of course, he will be joining us just right now to look at the president's speech and some of the issues, some of the points that the president actually mentioned, during his broadcast. All right? Let's join CP Chuks in Wong at this time. Stay with us. Well, I've just been told we're having some network issues, okay? We hope we're able to resolve that and then get across to CP Chuks as quickly as possible, all right? This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Okay, I would love to open up the studio lines just right now and immediately so we can talk, all right? Let's talk Nigeria. It's our day. Happy Independence Day. Yeah, well, some persons are really not happy. Okay, but then it is what it is, of course. Plenty of messages here. I will read all of them and then take your calls. All right. Now, if you want to call in, make sure that you keep your comments very, very civil. All right. And like I would always say, 60 seconds for you. Mind what you say on a national radio. All right. I've just been told that the CP is here already. Yeah, the CP is here. Let's have a conversation with the CP. Hello, good morning, Tyre.
Good morning, Ikami Judy, and to the listeners.
Good morning to you. Good to have you join us.
And we thank God with the showers of blessings. I don't know whether you're having the same level of rain over there. We're having it seriously here.
Of course. CP. Okay. Happy Independence Day to you.
I wish you the same and to the listeners too.
Okay. Now let's talk quickly because of our time. While the president was speaking, he remembered the founding fathers. He recalled the sacrifices and vision of the country's founding fathers like Herbert Macaulay, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Tafawa Balewa, Obafemi Awolowo, Amadu Bello, Margaret Ekpo, Anthony Enahoro, Michael Okpara, Aminu Kano, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, and others. But he now said that the worst is over for Nigeria. We have turned a new corner. And he also made mention of something. He said that we have not strayed too far. CB, how would you look at this and some of the words we heard from the president during his broadcast this morning?
I'll have to use this opportunity to talk to all Nigerians too, that they have already listened to Mr. President, and we have to do our best to endure and at the same time support the government to see if we will succeed, because granted that the state of the economy is really not conducive as we speak, but that is not enough reason that we will not support the government to do all we can to support this government, and that's the only way forward, because if we are looking at a situation where it will be El Dorado, it is not that easy, especially considering the state of the economy. It is really in bad shape. and efforts is being made to get us out of the doldrum. So it is not one man's show or one man's business. It requires collective responsibility by all the stakeholders to see that we get out of the bad situation we have found ourselves. That's my own bit, in addition to what Mr. President has said.
He said we have not strayed too far. There is still light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. We have not strayed too far. CP.
Yes. In addition to this statement you've just made concerning what the president said, we can still get out of this economic crisis we find ourselves. But it requires sincerity of purpose. It is still not late for us to think along the line of cutting down the cost of governance. It is still key. We need to cut down the cost of governance because the way political office holders are living in opulence is still a thing of concern. We need to tell ourselves the truth. A situation where even a councillor in the local government, we want to be moving with convoy, and the public seems not to see anything wrong in that. Is highly unacceptable. And the question is, what he's using to finance that flamboyance is public funds. He has no other ministry or his own personal enterprise. He has no business. So he cannot tell us that it is his industry that is bringing out money. You know, people find it very easy to live, to spend recklessly when the money is not theirs. If they have sweat to earn such money or income, they will not be spending it the way they are doing, because he knows what it takes to make the money. But when he has not worked hard for it, when he knows he has not worked hard for it, what will be crossing his mind is how to continue to lavish the resources, which is very, very unfortunate. It's very, very sad. So we should learn to be very, very realistic and consider the generality of the people, the masses, and what they are going through. That's the angle we should be looking at. We should not be selfish. We should not be egocentric. We should be altruistic. That's the way to go forward. That's my own take to it.
Let's look at it. The president will always tell you, or the APC will tell you, renewed hope. Hope. I want to harp on the word hope. Do we have any hope at all in view in this country? Because first is the issue of insecurity. Are we winning war against insecurity in Nigeria? We should begin to ask
to be very frank with To be very frank with you, the fight against insecurity is we have a long way to go as far as the reality is concerned. But at the same time, we should not give up hope. We will continue to do our best to manage this insecure environment and situation that we find ourselves. You see, the thing remains that our people should endeavor to be patriotic and at the same time nationalistic. That is the way forward. That's the way out of it, because we need to support the security forces and the government security agencies by way of giving them information. Our people should have that culture and support the services. That's the way to move forward. Otherwise, if we out of fear continue to be jittery, that will not solve our problem in any way, because the people will now have upper hand in bringing in terror and violence to the generality of the people of the public.
Let's also look at the fact that the president mentioned youth as Nigeria's greatest asset. And I recall my analyst yesterday was talking about the fact that during elections, instead of going out to vote, you find out that the youths are playing football in the streets. And it seems that the youths have actually lost hope in this administration, in government. So it's like, okay, well, let them do whatever they want to do. Let's also do what we can do to help ourselves just stay alive. Again, I want to ask, do you think that the youths have any hope at all in this administration?
Well, it's a hopeless situation. The behavior of the youth shows that they have lost total confidence in what is going on here. They don't seem to have interest anymore, because to them it's a hopeless situation. The average youth, when you ask him from the heart of his heart, he will tell you that all the people in government and public office holders have their families all abroad, and they also have homes overseas. And with such a scenario, how do you think the youth will adjust themselves to the realities of time? The truth still remains that the youth thinks that there is no hope, because when they go to school, do their best, get certificated, no job for them to do. Those who even have the skills find it difficult to get contracts where they will express those skills. And it's a very unfortunate scenario, because the youth seems to think or believe that actually there is no hope for them from what they are seeing. And that is just the reality, if we have to tell ourselves the truth. So the youth has really lost hope in what we are talking about.
CP, I would also want to mention the issue of challenges and sacrifices. Going forward, the president mentioned, he said, we must acknowledge that these reforms brought temporary pains, high inflation, rising cost of living, and of course, public discomfort. Yet, the alternative was economic collapse. He said our progress must not be measured by economic statistics alone, but by the food on our tables and quality of education, electricity in our homes, and safety in our communities. Now, let me not focus on, I don't want to focus bit by bit on some of these points he mentioned, but let's talk about sacrifices generally. All right. Is it that the president is saying that Nigerians have not sacrificed enough, or does he want more from the citizens?
Well, the citizens will not kill themselves. They have sacrificed so much. What else do they expect the citizens to do? They have tried their best. So it seems that things are not really working out for them, and they have to survive. They will surely have to survive. So, in the absence of any solution to the issue, they have no other choice than to continue to do whichever bit they can to survive the economic situation. So, you will really not blame them for taking that stance.
All right.
As a way of going forward in terms of survival and all that.
All right. CP, thank you so much. Let's leave you now. Appreciate you for having this conversation with us this morning. Thank you indeed.
Thank you for always tolerating and accommodating me.
All right. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I want to have a conversation with you, Nigerians, okay? Let's talk. But that will be after this.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get them. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cutout fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star-J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish show. Slatter Star-J Indian product, na number 1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy-duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star-J, na you Pico.
Attention, young professionals, business owners, and first-time investors. Are you tired of hearing about real estate scams, struggling to raise funds, or wondering how to profit in today's property market? The Niger Landlord Summit 2025 is your chance to learn from experts, connect with decision makers, and discover how to grow your wealth through real estate. Join us on Saturday, 1st November at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, International Airport Road, Lagos, from 10 a.m. Highlights, explosive sessions on real estate investments, explore fundings and mortgage options, understand government housing policies, network with developers, banks and investors, access exhibitions and insider opportunities. Participation fee 50,000 naira only. Call or WhatsApp 0707 115 4297 0707 115 4297 to register. The Niger Landlord Summit 2025. Knowledge, networking, wealth creation. Powered by VOP 90.3 FM. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All right, if you want to call in, use the number 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Just about 60 seconds for you. All right? Thank you very much. Let's take your calls now, everyone. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Robert.
Good morning.
I don't have anything to say. I just want to wish you and all the crew of your station happy Independence Day.
Thank
all
you.
The listeners, all Nigerians.
Thank you so much.
I pray by the special grace of God that God will give us a good leader.
Amen.
That is just my prayer.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. Yeah. Okay. VOP FM, good morning.
Good morning, Kagiji.
Good morning.
Yes, I love the analysis of CP Chuks, but I disagree with him saying that. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I disagree when he said that citizens should help security agencies. My question is that when they see all those bandits that are coming physical, doing Twitter, doing TikTok, doing everything, even come and warn government not to attack them. Soldiers are there now, police are there. So what happened? Why are they always blaming citizens? Please, we don't have anything to be blamed. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling.
And happy independence.
Yeah, happy independence to you too, my brother. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good
morning.
Hello?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Baba from the country.
Okay.
You are doing a good job. Happy independent to all you guys there.
All right.
My prayer, more grace to all. I listened to what the analyst.
We're having issues with your network, and it's very, very serious. You just call back, okay, if you can. Hello, good morning here.
Hello, good morning, Jide. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Mamu of State.
Okay.
Please, Jide, happy independence. So I want to talk about advising this government of APC. If it's possible, sir, let them help to make sure that every local government chairman should be 40 years down below, and the councillors, so that our youth will somehow we know what core politics, so they can join in future. Because taking these people, bringing 50, 60, 70 years old men, putting in council and local government, make this our youth not even they interested of anything in politics again.
Okay.
And also, if it's possible, let Mr. President help. Let all this money, make sure that local government money go to the local government. With this, 40% of Nigeria problem is settled.
Thank you.
If you
Thank you. Thank you. You said it. All right. Hello. Good morning here.
Yeah, good morning, Kamidiri Jude.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Fabulous calling from Thailand.
Good morning, Fabulous. Talk to me.
Yeah, real quick, let me contribute. Kamidiri Jude, you know, I have been telling you that this government employ many educated persons to pilot this government. And at the same time, what I came to realize is that you see our president particularly, and people that is writing that speech that is reading out, they are very dangerous. They are very dangerous. Do you know that there was a time that 2001, 2002, when I was in Nigeria, when I was still a kid then. Do you remember, well, if we are sleeping then, there is some kind of rat you will find inside the house. They will come and be biting you on your toe, and at the same time, they will be blowing your toe. They will be blowing your toe and be cooling your toe. That is exactly formation this government is using.
So that rat
particularly
no for Thailand.
He will come and say, I know the pain, I do this one, I know that one. At the same time, they will still digging deep, trying to destroy the citizen, putting all sorts of law and all sorts of taxes that will useless citizens. Why they leave the bandits? Koro, we are seeing what bandits are doing. We are seeing it. It's not like we are watching it. We are seeing it physically. It can be 3 today. What the IG is telling them in the press conference is that we saw them carrying weapons. They came to surrender. It can be today. They are scaring us away. We that are staying outside the country, they are scaring us away. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fabulous. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning. Good morning here. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning here. Hello? Okay. Network, right? Please call back if you can. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Top of the morning to you. We can hear you. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Independence.
I wish you same.
I'm Mr. Krocha.
Okay.
Calling from Ayobo.
Let's go.
Do we still have gallant soldiers? Imagine a group that's these people that are causing havoc in Nigeria. Suppose that another country come to war with us. A group, the soldiers can't hold them. Do we have gallant soldiers at all? Are there villains? Please, I want to ask this question. They go to war, to wage wars in many countries. But in Nigeria, a group overpowered them. Please, let them wake up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Gide.
Good morning.
Hello?
My name is Daniel.
Are you still talking to me?
Okay.
Let me say happy independence to Nigeria.
Okay.
Fine. Now we are celebrating corruption. As achievement we have is that a way of looting, and our leaders have divided us sell hatred, tribalism to us to keep discussing every day. And they are busy looting, siphoning our money. In this our country is a country that the monkey and the baboon and the snake swallow money, and we are not busy discussing it. In this country is our leaders who went and sticker airline of what do you call it, one of African country, and say is a national carrier, Nigerian national carrier. Where is the plane? And they siphon that money. In this country is a country that somebody will give money to go and repair our refinery, siphon that money. We are not discussing about it. All we are discussing is you are not Igbo, you are an Hausa, you are not a Yoruba, you are tribalism. That's what we are discussing with citizens of Nigeria. We are not asking questions.
Okay.
Our leaders that we know that they are servant to us and they are all accountable to us, we are not asking them any question. That's why they are doing all those things.
All right. Thank you.
Monkey will chop money. Nobody will question.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning.
God bless you.
Good morning.
I wish your station happy and you yourself happy.
Thank you.
That's Chuks. I really, we're supposed to switch to other stations that are talking about the Nigerian at 65 today. But because your regular program, if you are blood tonic, we have to continue, which is much more in that area. Only two issues I want to raise. Number one is the issue of the address which everybody said did not reflect the reality of Nigerian society. I'll tell you my story, and before I forget, my sincere condolence to the entire family of Arise, and I pray that none of you will suffer this. And let, as they have said, the investigation will be done intensively. They said it's robbery, but before you attack that, let there be an extensive conclusion on that. Secondly, the issue of this Shure, I tried Esther severally on Monday. I tend to agree with Mr. Barrister Darlington. This government cannot stop at anything to achieve what they want. I'm telling you the truth of the matter. I'm not saying that Shure is a script to bring down the man at the FCT. But then you cannot overrule that possibility.
All right.
So that, yeah. Good morning. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Because of our time, I would also read your messages now. The utilization of poverty as a tool of control in a country endowed with multiple forms of mineral resources and unfortunately battered by self and manipulative autocratic leaders. Hashtag follow the money is what he said. All right. Good morning to you. All what Mr. President said, like I said, be careful what you say, okay? Be careful. Today, you must pay 3K in the hospital to see doctor. 2. Rice is 65K. 3. Harlots will be taxed by January next year. 4. Bank charges has 3 times increased. 5. Many children can access food because of increment in school fees. Okay. Can access school. All right. Okay. Mosques and churches must be prepared to be taxed. 7. Herdsmen, Boko Haram, kidnappers, rampage in Nigeria. Truly, Tinubu has renewed Nigeria. Bravo to our president. Okay. Nice morning and happy new month to you. What's your name there? Okay. Nice morning and happy new month to you all in the studio. I'm not ready to wish anyone happy independence because at 65, no positive thing to show for it except looting of our commonwealth by evil men called rulers and not leaders. I don't know what our president is going to tell us today that we have not heard before. Normal lies, deceit, and propaganda as usual. My prayers this morning for Nigeria is that may God Almighty arise and trouble those that are troubling Nigeria. Mayor from Ikotun. Good morning to you. Please, how does Mr. President take a chill pill, okay? Say, how does Mr. President go about the broadcast without looking at any paper? How? Please, I want to know because it's just amazing. Pastor Paul and Nazodoa in our Go Palace. Okay. Thousands of Nigerians returning home. Where is this one happening? I don't know. I don't believe. Okay, it's okay. Thank you so much. Benjamin from Shogunle is saying happy 65th Independence Day in Nigeria. To me, President Tinubu, President's Day speech or Independence Day speech, rather, is just self-appraisal speech. The speech didn't address issues of corruption going on. He didn't address issues of Pengasen, the stopping Dangote refinery. He didn't address the issue of our refinery that are not working, the hunger and suffering that keeps soaring. Was not addressed in the president's speech. The reality on ground wasn't addressed by Mr. President. So to you, he didn't address anything. Is that what he's saying? Okay, Franco Nero from the United States of America has this to say. That the president's speech is all propaganda. With the exception of the Minister of Interior, the entire cabinet and the president and the APC-led federal government are monumental failures of immeasurable proportions. This is evident in the high level of insecurity across the nation and the hunger and poverty ravishing the people because of the government's failed economic policies. The primary responsibility of government is the security and welfare of the people, and this government failed woefully in this basic constitution requirement. Wake up, Nigerians! Otherwise, the years ahead will be brutal economically for all of us. Franco Nero from the United States of America. Let me talk to you now. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Okay. Let's look at more messages now. Ayatech is saying something here. Ayatech is saying, Mr. President, I've spoken, but I disagree with him, where he said he talked about money disbursed to poor households. Secondly, tagging IPOB, a terrorist organization, is not acceptable by the Igbos. What have you done to the insecurities and the killings that is going on in our dear country? Mr. President, you didn't talk about the hungry and dying Nigerians. Mr. President, you didn't tell us how you subject Nigerians to begging. Mr. President, what happened to our refineries and your administration is the worst in the history of Nigeria. Mr. President, you live flamboyantly, spending frivolously when Nigerians are dying in thousands on daily basis. All right? And he ended by saying, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All right. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Are you there? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I can hear you. It's quite noisy where you are.
Good morning.
Hello? Uh-oh. VOP 90.3 FM. Hello, good morning. What's your name? Okay. Happy New Month and Independence, please. A president that did what now? We have listened to his script, right? Adaku from Igondo sent that message. Okay, let me talk to you. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
All right, this is Maverick. I'm calling from Lagos.
All right.
Your president, Tinubu, I don't think what he did today was a Independence Day speech. All what he just said today was self-appraisal. We don't have a president. Sorry to say.
Okay, oh, it's all right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kamijide.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Joshua from Germany.
Welcome.
Yeah, happy independent though.
I wish you same.
Kamijide, listen. There is a question I asked before. No one has ever answered that question. The governors, the president or the governors we have in Nigeria, when they swear they're in, are they governor from the dream or really life? Because Mr. President said people are returning back to their homes. Now, I don't know where is that. Petroleum they can refine now. Is it Dangote or Nigeria? That is what I just want to know. Thank you, Kamijide. Remain blessed.
Thank you so much for calling. All right, a wonderful speech by our president. Talk is very, very cheap. All we need in this country is for our leaders to be proactive. Yes, he talked about patronizing made in Nigeria products. Can he lead by example for once? He traveled at will for medical care abroad. We will believe once he starts patronizing hospitals in Nigeria. Chude from Ayetoro. Mr. President said those who ran away from their homes due to insecurity have returned. This we know isn't true. He said the worst days are over. This isn't anywhere near truth, as it has been hellish, even as tax of 2026 comes. He said Nigeria first, but always using foreign medical facilities. Chai. Tinubu didn't give us any hope that insecurity will end under him. No hope that food scarcity and high cost of living will end. It was just a story as key troubling issues were not touched. Nigeria. Federal government, let's release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let him go. Chijoke from Isolo sent that message. Hello, good morning. Oh, hey. Okay, good morning to you. God bless your guest, CP. You see, when a guest is unbiased and sincere, everyone sees. He criticizes, but you will see him speaking in good faith. Olumba is the one who sent that message. Good morning.
Hello.
All right, to my own opinion or best understanding, our present speech is more of a repetition of Nigeria's natural, self-growth. Let them do more. We are yet to feel their effective patriotic impact. And delivery and subsidy removal has not shown any relevant necessity. Okay. Abiola from Ikotun. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Good
morning.
Happy Independence Anniversary.
I wish you same.
Yeah. So, to the president has spoken and he has spoken very well, but the masses have not felt the impact. I want to tell you that Prince Pilaka has been a good analyst. You understand?
Yeah.
But the other guy that you bring there will just say all sorts of things.
Can you just go straight to the issue of the day? I'm
not a fan of
the issue of the day. It's time to go, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. I will leave so that Ogen Dibo can come in. I love you all so much. I will be here later by 10:30. Frank Ayala will be with me live in the studio this morning. We'll look deeper into the president's speech. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. I love you all so much. I'll see you later. Good morning to you.
Please note, the views and opinions